What's up YouTube, it's Louis here. I hope you're well. Today we'll be looking at Quant first of all on the daily time frame and we'll go from there. So what I can see is that we have fallen out of this ascending triangle. We've lost the ascending support and you can see flipped down to resistance with huge wicks to the upside, basically telling us that we were up here inside of the ascending triangle, but we didn't want to stay in and now we've closed down outside. So for me, this means that we're now coming into this swing low over here, this previous swing low, and the exact support is $150 exactly. So that nice psychological level, that is also lining up with this 1414. This is what we've been basically saying on this channel for the past weeks or so. The week or so, we've had a bearish engulfing here, this red one eating the green one. Put the red on top of the green, you would not see it, so it's a bearish continuation pattern. If we look at the EMAs as well, everyone's going to say, oh, what about this def cross with the 55 crossing the 200? I'm not too fussed about that, just because we know if Bitcoin wants to go up, then this would get invalidated and it would go up as well. So, but looking at the EMAs at the moment, we have to say that we are in a downtrend. Of course, we know this for a while. We were all aware of it since this descending triangle which I gave out to you guys. The technical target was met. You did wick down a little bit lower than anticipating. I was thinking you were going to stop over here, but you can see you wicked down a bit further and then we held that psychological level. I think we actually closed on that swing low. Yeah, we closed on that previous swing high, flipped the swing low, we held that, then roll over some more, lose the swing high, you come to the swing low, just like what we saw here. Swing high turned into swing low, so that should have held. It did, and then once you lost that, you go to the previous one down here, and that's what we're doing right now. After you lost it again over here, you're coming back to this. So this is why this white box is our technical target. It's all three of these targets. Now the main one I'm looking at is the 1414. I would like to see that hold with a close, daily candle close. So I would anticipate that we do come down to the 1618, but on a daily candle close, I would like it above this green line. It doesn't matter if it's below, just as long as it's inside of this white box. If we were to roll over some more, then we would look at some other targets. I think maybe even, where's that wick sitting at? Maybe even roughly the 2 because of that wick. So you could come all the way down roughly to that 2, but we want to be closing above that with bodies above that, basically, like, yeah. So I'm going to show you why in a second as well, why that needs to hold. Let's go now to the 4-hour time frame. Look at this a bit clearer, and then we'll go back to why 140 will need to hold, basically. So looking at the fibs, we created the reversal wave by losing the 618. We were holding it nicely. There was a potential for a double bottom here. Look, one bottom, neckline, second bottom, but you come up to the 20, got rejected, put a bearish engulfing, which is a bearish continuation pattern, and you can see that's lower than that low, and so we should continue down basically. And then you see you reversed all the way to the 786. From here, I think this is where we actually were in yesterday's video, right here. And I told you guys that even though we're at the 786, and yes, we could get a bounce from here, it's highly like that we're going to roll over minimal to the 1, and then of course if you lose that, then to these targets, and everything's happening exactly as predicted. Now the reason is because the moving averages, because we're below them with the candles and they're above us, they are acting as resistance, and if we see wicks going through it, it basically means that wicks are going through resistance. Now for me, this means wicks to the top, it's going to drop, and that's what we're seeing here in the chart. You've had 2 wicks to the top at resistance, the 20 EMA in this case, and you've rolled over, put in a lower low, and you've now broken the lowest body candle close down here at about $161, and that's why we're tanking a bit more now. You lost the 1 of this fib measuring from the swing low to the swing high over here, and yeah, that means we're in this target down to 146 minimal basically. I say minimal because once we lose the 1, that is our target. Now it doesn't mean the target will be met, just like with a double bottom or a double top. If you don't, if you obviously break the neckline but come back and fail to hold it as support, then of course you've created a fake out and the pattern won't play out. Or just like this, where you've come to the neckline here and got rejected, never played out this double bottom, had to break the neckline. But what I was trying to say is that if you fail to hold it here, when you broke out here, you validated the pattern, but when you failed to hold support, you invalidated it. So that's what can happen with this technical target. We can come down to the 1.272, but if we then turn the 1 into support again, then you won't go any further down basically, and you'd be heading back into the ascending triangle that we know that we were in, basically coiling up. But falling out of that now. We need to see the targets. Let's look at why the 2 could be a nice target to look at as well. So from this swing low to this swing high, you can see we've put that across. Let me get rid of that for now. And yeah, your first target is the 1.272, 148, and then your 1618 is 139, which is roughly very close to that wick over there. But you can see, wait, let's go to 139. Yeah, it's roughly on this swing high over here. So I could even draw a resistance here, but for me, it's not a strong valid support and resistance. If we do go down there, I'll draw it. But for now, I'm looking at that smaller fibs. I'll just draw it back on. But yeah, that's pretty much it for today, guys. There's not much more to say. We're free fall mode because we've fallen out. Obviously, if we do come up, get back inside, we can invalidate it. That would be bringing us above the 1 anyway, and we'd start heading up. So to invalidate, we want to get above roughly 157 to about 160. Perfect, guys. Please subscribe, comment what you think is going to happen next. That really helps with the channel, commenting, even if it's anything silly, just like thanks or whatever it is, to get the algorithm running. And of course, liking the video helps so much with getting it out to you guys. Thank you. I'll catch you in the next one. And as always, peace.